Thank you for tuning in to another edition of the Vulcan Report. Happy New Year. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and a wonderful New Year. And it's time to get down to business. Right now you're looking at a chart of the NASDAQ 100. And we're taking a look to see how prices behaved today into the close. And basically because today is Thursday and tomorrow will be Friday, what we like to refer to as Take Back Friday, you're looking at a possible change in scenario. There's been a lot of news that has come out in the past few days, a lot of talk. There's been a lot of things going on in the world. There's been birds falling out the sky, fish floating to the surface of the water. Just a lot of things going on. The deficit, as you know, is continuing to grow. So we have a lot that we have to deal with coming into the new year. So let's get into it. All right. This chart also is specifically for the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. Okay. For Thursday's close, we did close up 7.11 points, or 0.31%, as prices closed higher than they opened, with strong bids going into the close. Looking at market sentiment, we have a pulse scan reading of 33.47. The market pulse is positive since it's trading above the zero signal line. The pulse scan crossed above the swing VIX, creating an uptrend channel as of one period ago. All right. The swing VIX is above 29. This is where it usually forms resistance. The swing VIX usually forms resistance before the underlying security. All right. The security price has set a new 14-period high, while the swing VIX has not. This is a bearish divergence. Since the pulse scan leads the market 3 to 5 days out, we will wait to see if downward pressure develops. All right, so we'll need to be watching this. Since the last swing VIX signal, the E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures contract has ranged from a high of 2279.45 to a low of 2243.87. Taking a look now at price momentum. Currently, the trend is very bullish, as this market has been under heavy accumulation. The trend strength reading is still strong, as the bullish uptrend remains intact. Taking a look now at our price projection models. If this bull market uptrend continues, we see prices headed within the next 12 to 18 months. Our price target is at 2858.85. All right, that's the price target we have for the next 12 to 18 months, all things being equal. All right, looking at our bubble phase price projections if this bull market continues. All right, the bubble phase 1 outlook for the next 24 to 36 months will be a price target of 3438.26. And we do have a high volatility alert issued for Friday's trading. All right, under the volatility section of our report, we closed above the upper volatility band by 10%. Okay, and so we have a high volatility alert now being issued for the NASDAQ. So we're going to have to really take a look at this and be on our toes for possible liquidation to occur in this contract. Also, I want to point out we have not had that many bot check readings, but we have had enough. You see, we had a bot check back here on November the 30th. We had another one here on December the 9th, and another one on December the 23rd. Okay, so since the inception of this last up move, this leg here, we've had a total of 3 bot checks. Okay, now nothing materialized, so we could see that there were some short positions being built up, or some unusual trading activity being built up into this. You see, leading up to the last price situation we had back on November the 3rd, and then we had another bot check on November the 9th, and then we had a huge correction from 22 all the way down to 2085. Okay, so all things being equal, we should see a pullback to around second trend line support, which will put the NASDAQ at 2215. And if we get even more pressure to the downside, that will put us back inside the Kumo cloud, and we should see a range between 2080 and 2141 in the NASDAQ futures. So we'll be on the lookout for that for Friday. Okay, now switching our focus over to silver spot and silver futures. That market is still trading. We still have a few more moments for that to trade, about another 30 minutes. So based on the 4 o'clock New York Stock Exchange close, this is where we were at. So far, we're down about 15 cents, down 0.51%, as prices seem to close lower than they open, with weak bids going into the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time close. We have 3 black candle occurrences in the last 3 days. Although these candles were not big enough to create 3 black crows, the steady downward pattern remains bearish. Another thing to point out here, which is rather significant, is that we do have a negative trend channel. We have a pulse scan reading of 5.51. The market pulse is positive. However, since it's trading above its 0 signal line, the pulse scan crossed below the swing VIX, though, creating a downtrend channel as of 2 periods ago. Okay, now the securities price has set a new 14-period low, while the swing VIX, however, has not. This is a bullish divergence. Okay, so since the pulse scan leads the market 3 to 5 days out, we'll wait to see if upside breakout occurs, which seems to be the case so far. Let's continue. Since the last swing VIX signal, the silver spot price has decreased 2.35%, and it's ranged from a high of 30.88 to a low of 28.58. Okay, now looking at price momentum, the market trend is still very bullish as silver is being heavily accumulated, and the trend strength reading remains strong. Now, looking at our price projections, if this bull market can continue, this is where we see prices within the next 12 to 18 months. Our price target is at $47.91. If we hit bubble phase projections here, that'll be the 24 to 36 month price target. We would have it silver around $64.55. Looking at volatility, silver spot closed above the lower band by 32.6%. This, combined with the steep downtrend, suggested the downward trend in prices has a good chance of continuing. However, a short-term pullback inside the bands is likely, so we should get a some sort of price retracement off of this support low here, as we are trading at the support right here. Each time we test and trade at the support, we always get a nice rally from there. And you see we did it here. That's 1, 2, and then this would be the 3rd incident. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So we can speculate based on where price momentum is currently that we should get a move of around $35. We should move from the $29 price level to $35 within the next 2 to 2.5 weeks. That's where we see silver going, if we can rally off of the support low here. If we cannot, and for whatever reason downward pressure ensues in the silver price, then we see silver going inside of the Kumo cloud, where it will consolidate for an indefinite period of time, as most securities do. There is no time limit on how long a security can consolidate within this cloud. Okay, if that happens, though, we need to be prepared to see what is in store, and that's a sideways range trading market with a support low of around $25.18 to a resistance of around $26.97. So that's quite a decent price range for silver. So that is what we're looking at if the support does not hold. Okay. All things being equal, though, we do see price momentum picking up and silver exploding toward that $35 handle. So that's where we are in the precious metals for now. So in the meantime, be encouraged, and remember, take what you can, give nothing back.